What is up, guys? NASCAR Expert here, and Call of Duty Ghosts is finally here. This game actually kind of snuck up on me. I really wasn't paying attention to all the hype for this game, or lack thereof. I think this is one of the more underhyped Call of Duties, because, you know, the norm nowadays seems to be dissing Call of Duty and calling Battlefield the best game ever. I ain't got nothing against Battlefield. I think it's a great game too. It's just a different game from Call of Duty, and I personally don't think the two of those games should be compared, but what are you gonna do? I like both the games, I'll play both the games, and I still like Call of Duty too, so. Back to what I want to talk about today, and that's gonna be my first impressions on this game. There was a couple things I wanted to see in this game. Like, foremost, from the previous games, I wanted to see bigger maps. Just Call of Duty maps over the past couple games have gotten really small and kind of just all close quarters combat, like in Black Ops 2. The sniping wasn't really an effective tool unless you quick scoped, which was kind of stupidly easy. But definitely got my wish with this game. Sightlines, just even on a small map like this, I would say the sightlines are still good enough to where you can be a legitimate sniper. And the way would they change the sniping a little bit with the dual render system, you get your peripheral vision, it just makes the traditional sniping kind of campy thing, which is what a sniper actually should be, makes it a lot more doable, because you can still see the minimap in your peripheral vision. You don't have the tunnel vision you had before. Another thing I really like, is the creative class system. It's kind of like it was in Black Ops 2 with the pick Ken, but it's a little less limited. You can put all the attachments or whatever you want, and it still doesn't affect your perks, how many perks you can have. And the way all the perks aren't in any certain class, where you have to pick one perk in this class and you have to pick another one in the other class. You can just pick whatever you want, doesn't matter which class it's in. So you don't have to use like a wild card or whatever like in Black Ops 2 to get an extra one, just because it's in the same tier, which I really like, because, you know, there's always those perks that you want to run both of them, but you have to spend an extra point to get it, and now you don't. It's just all based on how powerful that perk is. Another thing I like about the creative class system is how you don't have to wait to unlock guns. The only thing you have to wait is to unlock perks, and they kind of screwed over the stealth perk again by putting it way at the end. The ghost, the infamous assassin, people always say that it's overpowered. I really don't think that was ever overpowered. It's just people got mad because they couldn't see people and they're being stealthy, which I like to do a lot. I like to run stealth if the other team's calling in UAVs like crazy. Also, the SATCOMs, which I would say it's kind of a nerf to the UAV. If you only have one SATCOM on the ground, it doesn't work like a UAV. Anybody on the team has to physically see an enemy on their screen for them to show up on the radar, which I think is a great idea. And I really didn't understand how it worked before, but now that I do, it's really a lot better, I think. But if you have two SATCOMs, it'll work like a UAV, so I think it's still good to have that. I mean, if you have two SATCOMs, you should get a little bonus for that. And overall, this game just has a really better feel with all the changes they made to the mantling. You can still have your gun up when you're climbing things, and the slide is really good. I've been really impressed with this game. I mean, like I said, it's one of the more underhyped games, and I think it's a lot better than previous Call of Duty so far. I mean, obviously, I'm probably gonna like it anyway. I've liked all the Call of Duties in the first days, so I really can't say much about that. But one thing I was kind of disappointed about that they didn't bring back is the custom emblems. I really liked that. I think it made your profile a lot more personal, and it'd bring a lot more personality into your player card than just having a pre-made emblem. But I guess they have their reasons, and it's not that big a deal. I just really liked how you could make your own emblem how you wanted it. Another thing, this is something that just kind of really bugs me, is that you don't have your, you can't see your ping or your connection when you open up the scoreboard, like how it was in previous games where you had like the 1, 2, 3, 4 bars and it gave you a rough estimate of what your ping was. And it was kind of annoying because there was a couple games last night where I thought I might have been kind of lagging a little bit, and then I really couldn't check to see what my connection was because it's not available. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or is there somewhere you can actually see that, but yeah. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the game so far, at least on the multiplayer side. I've still yet to play the campaign or the extinction, which I'm gonna do soon as I'm sick of playing multiplayer for 10 hours straight. So yeah, that's it for this video. More Call of Duty videos probably to come. Thanks for watching.